Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to BWTM Sports as we're coming to the end of August. Said and coming to the end of these videos. Um, it has been rumored that Hughie Fury, who is now signed with Matchroom, is lined up to fight Alexander Povetkin. So this is news that's circulating at the moment. Am I surprised about the fight? Not particularly. Um, Peter Fury has been talking about Hughie Fury facing Alexander Povetkin God, since Hughie Fury fought before he fought Sam Sexton for the British title. So they've been wanting um, Alexander Povetkin for a while. I can see it makes sense. You look at the Sam Peter fight. Sam Peter, short, squat, powerful type of guy. But then you've got now Povetkin, another older fighter who is powerful, short, squat, um, probably more skilled than Samuel Peter. Samuel Peter's rugged, but Povetkin's been a world champion, and he has got that pedigree, amateur pedigree as well. So Hugh Fury needs to take that fight. He needs to take that fight. I think it's a good fight. Um, Automatically, the first thing that comes to my mind is Hugh Fury's left jab. Um, I mean, Povetkin. For me, Fury's gonna have to watch Povetkin's short punches, the left hook to the body and to the head, and he can't back up straight against the ropes. Yes, brother, I hope you well. You can't back up straight against the ropes against someone like Povetkin. So for Fury to win this fight, he's got to take the center of the ring and not allow Povetkin to get on the inside, and not even allow Povetkin to get mid range. If Povetkin gets from mid range to up close, Fury has problems. He's got to keep the fight at long range. He's got to dictate this fight. He's got to use the left jab, and he's got to do better than he did against Samuel Peter. He now is fighting under Matchroom, so he's been promoted by Matchroom. So that gives Hughie Fury a bigger platform than Hennessy could have given. And for me, um, it is an opportunity for Hughie Fury to make that next step in the heavyweight ladder. If he's going anywhere, he's got to beat the likes of Povetkin. He really has. At this stage of Povetkin's career, you saw one right hand from Joshua put Povetkin into night night world. So that suggests to me that Povetkin's durability isn't the same as it once was. So, but I don't think those crude big right hands that Hugh Fury's throwing from a mile off should hit Povetkin at all. I think he's going to be a bit too slick for that. He's been around the block a few times. Povetkin's definitely a step up from Samuel Peter. A dangerous fight in itself because Povetkin can punch. And so from that point of view, um, just wait for the announcement. If you want the announcement, wait until next week when Eddie Hearn sits down and makes the announcement, and then you can be happy with it. But yeah, I don't know when you people are going to start respecting the work I do. But yeah, anyway, yeah. So that's it. So Hugh Fury next week. The announcement will be, I believe. Um, so that's a fight. I'm not surprised. It makes sense. Having the well, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? Who's he gonna fight at Matchroom? Who's he gonna fight? He's got. He's. I won't say he's jumping at the deep end. Why is he jumping at the deep end? He's fought Pulev. I mean, he's fought um, Parker. I mean, what's he gonna do in the? What's he gonna do in the British scene? Fight Daniel Dubois? What is he gonna fight? Dave Allen? Is he gonna fight Nathan Gorman? No, he's gonna move above that. I mean, let's be honest. I think he should have been world champion. His fight against Parker, he should have been world champion that night. I believe they were robbed of the opportunity to become world champion that night. So, it's my opinion. I think that, and I told Parker to his face, you lost that fight. No, come on, Hugh, David Price, behave yourselves. Come on, seriously? No. Don't want that fight. And I wouldn't want David Price to have that fight. That's not a fight I'd look forward to watching at all. I think Hugh Fury needs to be in a fight where I think Price needs to go his way. I wouldn't mind watching Price v Gorman, to be honest. That's a fight I will watch. You got you, it's matchmaking. You can't just put guys in the ring and then when they get beat, no, not Chisora. Nathan Gorman is a good fight for David Price. Coming off the fight he had against Dave Allen, Nathan Gorman's a perfect fight. Perfect fight. No, no. I don't think they're interested. They've got the British title already. Why do they want to go back and fight British level as well? Yeah, I understand that. I understand what you're saying about Hughie Fury. Please smash the like button. I understand what you say about Hughie Fury, but I'm just giving you the news. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just giving you the news. So the fight itself, no doubt you'll say things at the joint, but no doubt you'll watch the fight. So hey, it is what it is. I'm happy for Hughie Fury. Um, I don't know why they've left Hennessy, or if it's because of the TV deal, or Mick can't afford the fighters. I don't know. I don't know. What I do know now is I never thought that they would end up with Matchroom. I never thought that would happen, but times are changing, I guess, and I guess that's where the exposure is, being on Sky Sports. I wonder if that move, if Hughie Fury moving to Matchroom, opens the door for Peter Fury to be seen more on Sky Sports. Would that mean he would be getting doing more interviews? Would he possibly doing line up some commentary work? Would he be training other fighters, or is this exclusively just Hughie Fury training, fighting under the Matchroom banner, and that's it? So there's a lot of questions to ask. But of course, you know, he needs to be out there. Would you match up Hughie with Povetkin? That's a good question. Would I do it? Let's put it this way. I'd rather match Hughie Fury with Povetkin than Dave Allen. I thought Dave Allen going against Povetkin was absolute suicide. Absolute suicide. Takes way too many punches. Um, Povetkin versus Price 2. I'd watch that. Povetkin versus Price 2. I would watch that fight. I'd watch it. Definitely. Because Povetkin knows after Joshua knocking Povetkin out with that right hand, I think Price is just as hard as Joshua, or even harder. I'd pay to watch that rematch. Um, but yeah, remember earlier on in that fight, Joshua had some problems against Povetkin. I don't know what Povetkin's been doing himself recently, but I think it's a good fight. I think it's a good fight, and yes, I would match him with Povetkin. He's got the tools to do the job. He's got the height. He's got the reach. He's got the jab. Povetkin wins by decision. Yeah, I know you say he's feather fisted, and I saw him whack so many people with some big shots, and so many people walk straight through them, more or less. That was concerning. So if that happens with Povetkin, yeah, it could be a long night. I won't say he's feather fisted. Um, you asked my opinion, and I'm giving you my opinion. I would like to watch the fight between Povetkin and Price too. I would like to watch the fight. You asked my opinion on something, and I said I'd like to watch the fight. Okay, I thought based on what Joshua did with Povetkin, Povetkin's punch resistance looks like it's gone now. So I would like to see Price have that rematch. I think it's an exciting fight. Price has got some confidence in his thing, in himself, and I'd like to see how he do. So I'd like to see that fight. Just as a fight, an exciting fight. I don't think it's a bad fight. I think it's a good fight. I mean, Price was in it. Round three was in it, and so he got hit in about fourth or fifth by Povetkin, and that's just a reminder of Povetkin's punching power. Povetkin's not a bum, or he's not a walkover job. Povetkin's a good fighter, very good fighter. So Yeah, I still think he's a good fighter. I don't know what his punch resistance is like now. That's the thing. What his punch resistance is like and what his ambitions like. And now taking a fight at his age, 38, 39. Povetkin's a name, like Samuel PT's a name. How much he's got left, I don't know. Well, brutal knockout. I mean, Nate. I mean, BG, you're really disappointing me tonight, mate. Because um, I think, in my opinion, and I think that it's an exciting fight. I'd much rather watch Price versus Povetkin. Oh, Miss Boxing, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the super chat. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. How are you today anyway? Do you have any questions to ask? Seeing you've donated $20, I guess I better start on and answer some questions. So, Miss Boxing, I know that you've been on my I follow you on Instagram. So, do you have any questions you'd like to ask in terms of boxing? Any fights? You know, um, any questions? Feel free. I'll see if I can answer them. But yeah, I'd like to watch Price versus Povetkin. I will watch it again. I'd watch. If White's situation gets sorted soon, I'd like to see him and Price a good warm up for Wilder. I am blessed, thank you. Do you feel that Tank looked weak during his weigh-in yesterday? Listen, I didn't watch the weigh-in, and listen, can I be absolutely frank with you? I think Tank Davis is a good fighter. I don't think he's a superstar. I think he's a good fighter. I don't think he's a superstar. Pedraza's not going to be known as a Hall of Fame fighter, and I like Tank, but he is not a superstar. They said the night that he beat Pedraza, he was going to be crowned a superstar. I didn't know who Pedraza was beforehand. It was a good performance against Pedraza. The young man can punch. He seems to have some dynamite in that left hand of his, and he seems to have some skill set. I'm not disputing that. He's a good fighter. Superstar, he's pushing it a bit. Pushing it a bit. I mean, because he's associated with Floyd, he gets that extra bit of pizzazz next to him. But is he a superstar? No. Does he conduct himself like a superstar? No. Um, no, I don't think so either. He's got a good year to think about his status. Yeah, and I don't like the man's outside of the gym behavior in terms of the way his weight he blows up in weight and gets grotesque out the gym. I don't like to see that. Am I watching another Adrien Broner here? Or am I watching a Floyd Mayweather? What I'm watching. I like Devin Haney. I like how Devin Haney's coming about. I like what he's doing with himself. I like what I see of Haney. I like him a lot. Okay. I don't feel the same way with Gervonta Davis. I just think he's an accident waiting to happen, and I hate to say that, but it is. I see him as an accident waiting to happen. There's something vulnerable about him, vulnerable or unstable about him. I don't know if it's because of Floyd, but he just looks like an accident waiting to happen, a knockout waiting to happen in the sense that uh, him going to ring against a guy you wouldn't expect to him get caught and get knocked out by. I expect it to happen. I really do, and I think it's going to be because of his outside the ring antics rather than inside the ring. I have serious concerns about Gervonta Davis. I'm not going to start jumping around saying he's a superstar. Good fighter. Um, just like another guy, the Charlo brothers. I love the Charlo brothers. I understand what you mean. I hope he gets his act together before something bad does happen. Well, you can see it happening, and more often than not, it happens. He's got sort of like the kind of Mike Tysonist sort of thing going on there, and he's got that buffoonery sort of thing with Broner raising its head there, and I don't like it. I don't like it. You think how Broner looked at lightweight. You look at how he how how explosive he looked at lightweight. That guy could have cleaned up. He looked like he could have cleaned up and became undisputed lightweight champion. The way he was running through people. You know what I mean? He could. Broner was able to just take his time, and when he's ready to just explode and land vicious combinations and look good doing it against tough Mexicans. He did the business, man. He was doing the business lightweight. He looked like somebody who was going places. Then he ate his way out of the division, and he didn't want to train, and he got a self-appointed um, Floyd Mayweather 2. Everyone say he's the next Floyd, and I know people in the gym that tell me straight, like, literally people in the gym that have trained with him and work out with him and the same gym as him and gym mates with him, tell me exactly what the Broner story is. And it was Broner lightweight who was able to just walk guys down and bully them because he was a bigger guy. You see, but you can't do that when you move up to welterweight because you're no longer the bigger guy, and that's where Broner's been found out. The guys bigger than himself, like middleweight, to come down to welterweight. When he's fighting them kind of guys, he can't walk them down. So all the stuff he was able to get away with at lightweight, he can't get away with at welterweight, and he's eating himself out of the division. And when a guy eats himself out of the division because he can't be bothered to make the weight because he hasn't got the discipline, there are issues right there in itself. You know what I mean? Um, and that is Broner for you in a nutshell. People expect Broner to put these spectacular performances on, but he won't. You might get glimpses of it, but you won't see it because he's one of these guys who I call a flat track bully. A fighter that is pretty good when it's going his way, and you know that physical strength. Loma wants that smoke with Tank. I can see why as well. But Lomachenko's not invincible. You saw against the old boy who fought him and dropped him with a straight right hand. The straight right hand is the punch for him, and that's with most southpaws. He got caught with straight right hand, okay, and he went dropped. That's the punch right there. Linares, yeah, we saw Linares drop Lomachenko. Lomachenko's already been beaten. Now he's been dropped. Okay, so for all the stuff that Lomachenko is, Lomachenko for me, until he beats a guy that's going to stand on his toes and get on the inside and rough him up, until he does comes to contact and beats a guy like that. Now, not just a bozo who just walks forward and takes punches, but actually knows how to slip and slide and get to the side, work and get inside, slip under and come inside. That kind of fighter. You know what I mean? A guy with a kind of like a Joe Frazier type style. I think a guy like that, a pressure fighter, beats a Eastern European style. That's the type of style that's going to beat Lomachenko. As long as Lomachenko has got guys that stand look in front, stand look at him, and walk forward to the face, Lomachenko going to beat the crap out of them type of guys. He's that skill set he's good at. He's good for that stuff. But like most Eastern European fighters, you get on the mid range inside on them, they don't know how to fight that style. They're fantastic on the outside, brilliant, exceptional when they keep distance, and that's because boxing today they haven't got that many teachers. So the loss of inside fighting is where you've seen the rise of Eastern European fighters, guys who can fight from mid range and get inside and do their work. A lot less fighters doing that, and a lot more fighters trying to just stay at distance. You look at how many fighters cannot fight on the inside. Top fighters, look at them. Kell Brook can't fight on the inside. Amir Khan cannot fight on the inside. That's two fighters already from the UK that cannot fight on the inside, right? Um, there's probably a lot of guys that cannot fight on the inside. Back them up. They look great. Push them forward. As soon as their back touches the rope, they don't know what to do. Keith Thurman can't fight on the inside. Sean Porter, for all his stuff, when he gets inside, he smothers his work. Denny Garcia can't fight on the inside. He's a good mid-range fighter. You know what I mean? I think Spence can fight on the inside. He seems to be able to fight. He seems to have good work on the inside. Crawford could fight on the outside and the inside. So that's a different situation there. I'd love to have seen Crawford and Lomachenko. I think Crawford would have beat the brakes off of Lomachenko. Because Crawford can fight orthodox, he can fight southpaw, he can punch with left hand, he can punch with right hand. He can fight on the outside, he can fight on the inside. He can go on the front foot and attack, he can go on the back foot and counter. Terence Crawford is the complete fighter. He can fight on the outside and the inside. Lomachenko, that lightweight, beats the crap out of him. And you talk about Floyd at lightweight versus Lomachenko. What do you want, murder? You talk about Floyd back in the day at lightweight against Lomachenko. That's when Floyd was knocking dudes out. He was knocking good quality fighters out. Right? He had a beautiful left hook, a straight right hand. He could fight in the pocket, fight outside. And Floyd was an aggressive fighter then as well. And you want to put Lomachenko in the ring with Floyd at 135? Well, you want murder? He's getting dropped by an old man in Linares. Old man Linares. What is a Floyd who's got a beautiful straight right hand gonna do with Lomachenko? Ouch. And then no, listen. They talk about Lomachenko. Have you seen Pernell Whitaker, the great Pernell Whitaker? Now you're talking about boxing class. Are you gonna go? Oh, super featherweight, my boy, Azuma Nelson. That guy hit so hard. I remember him fighting Jim McDonnell. If you ever get a chance on tape, go watch Jim McDonnell versus Azuma Nelson. Right? Jim Dodd talked so much crap about Azuma, the professor. I seen him hit Jim McDonnell with a left hook. I don't know if it's Royal Albert Hall or Wembley, or I don't know where it was, but he hit him with a left hook. I swear that left hook you could hit at the back of the arena. If you get a chance, watch the fight. Right. Do you have any other questions, by the way? Miss Boxing. Do you have any other questions before I disappear? I'm going off ranting now. Do you have any other thoughts on how long you've been watching boxing? And I'll give you a few minutes to reply. But those who just join me, Hughie Fury. Oh, while I'm at it, there is something else I want to talk about as well. I want to talk about boxing media. And here is a prophetic warning. Not pathetic, prophetic. In other words, I'm speaking into the future with this. Another question. I've been watching boxing for over 35 years. I like it. My kind of lady. Where I take it from America. What part of America are you from? Now, where was I? Yeah. Check this as a warning. It is only a matter of time before one of these YouTube outlets or boxing media gets sued, either for slander or I can see it happening. It's coming. It most surely is coming. One of these boxing media outlets is going to get sued. Atlanta, Georgia. St. Louis, Missouri. Okay. Atlanta, Georgia, home of the great Evander Real Deal Holyfield. Actually, I was meant to get a telephone call from Evander this week. Actually, so we're just waiting on that. One of these boxing outlets are gonna get sued. I'm telling you. One of these boxing media outlets, and actually, I would love to see it happen. Honestly, I would. I really would. They need to get somebody needs to be made example of and sued, or some legal actions to be taken, because I've never seen, you couldn't get away with some of the stuff, the unprofessionalism that is within the boxing media. You just couldn't get away with it. And see what happened in that situation with Eddie Hearn today with reporters. Wait. You wait, because I can see what's going to happen there as well. I can see that situation where people are trying to get views. I can see a lot of people being not getting access to press conferences and stuff. I can see it happening. I can see it happen. I can see a new generation coming up soon of press that's gonna have to do a lot more hard work, and you can see a lot of these people falling off. Falling off. A lot of people are joining on the bandwagon at the moment for views and being controversial. But let's see how controversial you are, and let's see how much you're going to stick to your guns, talking the shit you're talking at the moment. Let's see how long that lasts when a whole set of new rules start coming out, because it's coming. It's coming. I'm telling you. I remember telling people about YouTube 2 3 years, 2017, 18. I said it. No, 2017. I said it. YouTube's going to change significantly, and a lot of those channels got demonetized. Remember that? I said that was going to change. Now the Google Hangout is changing. No longer have a Google Hangout. Telling you things are changing. So a warning to all you, my brothers in the boxing media, that at the moment are on a very fine line. Yes, you're making your income. Yes, you're getting your views. And yes, you are with the whole sensational headlines. That's going to stop soon. That's going to stop soon because one of you are going to get sued. One of you are going to get sued. One of you are going to end up getting sued. I'm telling you now. You guys don't listen until it happens. But one of you are getting sued. And over here in the UK, we've seen it happen before. And we know that there's been a promoter that doesn't mind taking people to court. So carry on. Carry on. You'll pick up the wrong person, sued. And they'll sue you, or you'll be seeing them in court. And then we'll see how much sensationalism and your views, your YouTube views, help you, or you find the money you're making paying for your solicitor or your lawyer. Another thing I want to mention as well while I'm at it, I think I mentioned that. There's something else I was going to talk about as well, and I can't remember what it was. But yeah, the YouTube universe. Yes, that's what I was going to mention. Again, 2017, 2018. I remember the time where they tried to stitch me up with that gossip interview, right? And I said, kingdoms will rise and kingdoms will fall. And I said at the time, I see all these people at the moment who have no integrity. They didn't have integrity from the start, and they've been celebrated. If you celebrate people who lack integrity, if you like people that are sensational, if you like people that like to stir up trouble, if you like people who like to be in the be in the be in the business of lying and cheating and not being of true character, and you celebrate these people today, right? And they lack integrity, then don't expect them to lack. Don't expect them to have character integrity when it's necessary, right? A lot of these bozos are being exposed because they lack integrity. They're about sensationalism and about views. Oh, if I put this title down, then I'll get this X amount of views. I'll get that amount of views. And the next thing that's happened is poor journalism, where people are more interested to break news, than actually you be first to break the news, as opposed to do the research and then break the news. A lot of people, they do this lazy journalism. They won't pick up a phone and make the call themselves. What they will do is go and read an article, and then they'll report off the article, which is dangerous stuff, because if that article is false and you end up repeating that falsehood, then you know better. And I tell you, there'll be some solicitors and there'll be some lawyers and there'll be some people watching this situation. And all you have to do is put a fake article out there, and you go repeating that as well, and you start pushing that sensationalism. You and that article and that organization can go down. Seeing Eddie Hearn arguing means that things are changing, and it's not for the good. Um, but believe me, these people are going down. These type of people are going down. You're going down with them. So I don't want to be anywhere near that. I kept my distance. I'm not interested in what they're getting up to. I'm not interested in their press conferences. To be honest, I'm not interested. I keep myself to myself. So, and I'm just glad now that I'm exiting, because the world of boxing we've got now, like fighters that are careers that are being shortened, or careers that are being what's the word, careers, good fighters that could be great fighters going to poor trainers or well-known trainers that have not actually done much. Like I talked about this for celebrity trainers, um, and with it you've got a fighter that is a decent fighter or good fighter goes to trainer, not because the trainer can actually help them, but the trainer can help themselves. They can line their pocket further. So the big super fights and quality fighters you're probably getting, you're not going to get that. So you're going to get fighters who can't fight on the inside, or fighters making the same mistakes over and over and over again, rather than getting a trainer that can make. See, Lennox Lewis had him understood, but understood had a team. He had Bashir with him and quite a few other, the top trainers back then. You know, Eddie Futch with Riddick Bowe and a few others. These trainers um, gave us great fighters. They gave us great fighters because their fighters could fight on the outside, they could fight on the inside, they could move left to right. They had great jab, good right hand, combination puncher, good defensive work. And in those days, there was not this stupid pad work where somebody's throwing 20 punches. It's good for muscle memory, but you ain't gonna fight nobody like that. But anyway, so you get these celebrity trainers that are not interested actually in the fighter, but how much percentage they can get each fight. I'm telling you, Dogba's just gone and signed with Freddie Roach. Dreadful decision. I've said it before and I'll say it again. No disrespect to Freddie Roach, but Dogba needs a trainer that is going to look after him as a fighter, bring his attributes out, because he's short for the weight and he's thick. He's thick. He's boxing down at what, bantamweight, super bantamweight, right? And he, when I've met him, looks the size of a welterweight or light middleweight. Yeah. So he has to cut all that weight, and his build, he's a powerhouse, but he has to learn how to move his head off the line, learn how to put punches together, combination punches, learn defense, learn how to counter punch, learn how to get on the inside, because he's going to be against, as you saw in his last Navarro, being trained by Freddie these days is probably exactly, it's publicity. Problem is, put fake titles up, then we watch, and it's nothing of the sort. Yeah, that's what happens. Yeah, that's my point. So if you decide to join Freddie based on the fact that he trains Manny Pacquiao, then those are the wrong reasons to be training. So sometimes I wonder these management teams, because obviously Freddie connected with Top Rank, so you can see that there. Dogber's a top rank fighter, so he goes to Freddie Roach. Poor move, poor move, and that's, you sign with Freddie Roach. It's a certified KO. So right, with that being said, I got to get to bed. I got an early start in the morning. But thank you so much as always. Don't forget to rate, subscribe, and leave your comments. And thank you so much, Miss Boxing. Feel free to leave comments in the comment section. Leave your questions as always. I'm here. Thank you so much, Miss Boxing. I appreciate you. And yeah, much appreciated. Later. See you all soon. Take care, and thanks for the support as always. Hughie versus Povetkin on PED. Oh dear. You mean Pedvetkin. Thank you so much, Prince. I appreciate you. Take care.